Thank you for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel and for joining our Happy BME village where everyone belongs. So no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are, you're safe here with us here in our Happy BME village. Alright guys, so today is Sunday and I am making spaghetti. Now everybody has their own spaghetti recipe. I like spaghetti because it's inexpensive, it's fast, and it's easy. So I actually just started enjoying being in the kitchen. For many years I kind of started away from the kitchen, and I got a joke for you, or not even a joke, something that's going to make you laugh. So about a few weeks ago was the time when I bought my first rolling pin. Yes, I know, it's so funny. I purchased a rolling pin because I've never owned one, because I never used one, because when I baked cookies I bought a pack, and it was like a pack of little tiny cookies already cut out, and I would take them apart and pop them in the oven. So now I actually have a desire to spend more time in the kitchen. So I'm gonna make spaghetti. And a friend of mine, shout out to Tasha, gave me some of her ingredients. So I'm going to try something new, and let's check it out. So when it comes to making any good meal, the seasonings that you place in your meal are most important. So typically when I make spaghetti, I just buy some spaghetti noodles. I also throw in some ground beef and some spaghetti sauce. But now I want to jazz it up a little bit. So I am going to add some seasonings that I don't normally use. So I've never used like the lemon and pepper seasoning, nor have I ever used like any type of spicy seasoning or anything with the cake. So I'm going to try. Let's see what I'm going to try. I don't know what I'm going to try. Let's see. I heard of the Mrs. Dash seasoning blend. Is that like a seasonal or something? You guys help me, because I just started like embracing being in the kitchen. I know Cajun seasons make everything good, so make sure you guys drop your recipe, whatever recipe you typically use to make spaghetti, whatever type of seasons you use, make sure you drop that below. Alright, so a few things that I'm going to have for my spaghetti is the mixed peppers, the spaghetti. I'm going to try to add tomato sauce. I heard that tomato sauce was good. So I'm going to try that. Good old-fashioned ragu. Yes, I cheat. I don't make my sauce from scratch. I'm going to add some tomatoes to my sauce.
I need all this meat because I've got this part.
And I'm going to add some lemon and pepper, which I never used before. Something spicy, which I never used before because I don't use spicy food. And then I think I'm going to make some lemonade. And when you make homemade lemonade, all you have to do is use lemon and water. I actually picked up some juice for my son, and I ended up putting it back because I was like, you know, what is in this juice? And then some ground beef. And I'm going to actually try to add like some Italian dressing. So instead of adding like the oil to keep it from sticking, I'm going to try Italian dressing since it has more flavor, and some fresh mushrooms. So I am about to make some spaghetti. Now, I'm not a grand chef, but I'm going to share my spaghetti method with you. I'm actually trying some new spices. I have been a very conservative chef or a very conservative cook, which means I didn't really cook much and I didn't really like the kitchen much, but I now love the kitchen. Isn't that awesome? So two ingredients that I never owned before was the lemon and pepper seasonings. I've never had this before in my kitchen. I know. And then I bought some spicy seasoning. Now, I don't even like super spicy food, but for some reason, spicy seasonings give food lots of flavor. So I figure if I just put a little bit here and a little bit there, it's gonna make my food flavorful. So on my counter is all of my ingredients that I plan to use. All right, and butter. And I'm actually gonna do something different with my spaghetti sauce. One of my customers said that they use tomato soup. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna mix that in my spaghetti sauce, and I'm gonna do my, oh, you know what, I forgot my sausage. I wanted to do sausage. So I love mixed peppers in anything. This is the easy way to do it, but I do recommend you actually get fresh peppers and cut them yourself. They taste a lot better, but when you are not feeling up to doing all the work, you can just purchase them already chopped up. So I love onions and peppers in just about anything that I eat. It makes everything taste so delicious. And I like to caramelize them. And so I put them on like medium heat, and I just let them cook until they're soft. So while the peppers are cooking, I'm going to wash off 2 mushrooms, and I'm going to chop them up, and I'm going to put them in there too. Mushrooms and peppers on everything is delicious. Oh yeah, let me show you my knife. So this is a Cutco knife. You see my knife? Let me see if it says Cutco on here somewhere. Well, anyways, this is a Cutco knife. This knife is so awesome. This is my favorite knife. I bought this knife maybe 12 years ago, something like that. A long time ago. I bought this knife for like $80. And it still is super sharp. It's like my favorite knife. So I think I'm going to actually get this set for Cutco. And I can't even believe it still works. I mean, it's still like extremely sharp is what I mean. So I'm going to cut up my mushrooms, and I'm going to throw them in the pan. I love spaghetti because it's very hearty. The carbs, the proteins, I always put beef in mine. It just sticks to your ribs. I typically eat breakfast for, I typically eat dinner for breakfast. So what the average person eats for dinner, I eat for breakfast. So I eat steak, I eat spaghetti, I eat chicken, I eat whatever I would eat for breakfast, whatever I would eat for dinner for breakfast, and I normally eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or at least 2 hearty meals a day, and then maybe a light meal. But breakfast is, in fact, the most important meal of the day. So, in my opinion, if it is, in fact, the most important meal of the day, why do we eat such light breakfasts? So, I've been eating dinner for breakfast for as long as I can remember. So it just kind of gives me the energy that I need, the fuel that I need to get through the day. So I'm just going to chop up my mushrooms. I didn't bother using a cutting board. Paper plate is good enough for me. And I don't cut them up in any type of fashion or form. I just grab a paper plate and I cut some mushrooms, and then I pop them in my pan. Let me turn the burner down a little bit, and I just keep mixing it up. Turn it down a little bit and add a little bit more butter, but not too much butter, because I love butter. I have to remind myself not to get carried away with butter. So sometimes I season my peppers, sometimes I don't, but if I do season them, I use adobo. I love adobo. So I just put a little bit of adobo just because I want my spaghetti to be extra flavorful. My son told me that my spaghetti isn't so great, so I want to surprise him and make spaghetti that he likes. And then while I'm waiting for the peppers and mushrooms and all that good stuff to cook down, I just bought some fresh tomatoes just so I can try something different. So I got some organic tomatoes. I'm going to dice these, and right before it's finished, I'm going to throw them into to add some flavor. So it looks like my peppers are almost finished, nice and caramelized. They taste so good when they're caramelized. It's like the perfect buttery like seasoned taste, but it's not, they're not too soft and they're not too hard. I don't like them soggy, but I don't like them really crisp and hard like you would put in a salad. Looks like my water is almost to a boil. Something that I'm gonna do different is I'm gonna actually break the spaghetti up in thirds. I normally just break it in half or just keep it whole. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna break it up in thirds. It's just easier, and I think Tasha did it, so I'm a copycat. So I'm gonna try it and see how it works. I think a pinch, yeah. I'm gonna put a pinch of salt. Yeah, it's a pinch. Because a dash is like, I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what it is. So I'm gonna break them up in like thirds. I'm going to cook the noodles for about 8 minutes. And I have to keep track of the time because I get to talking and doing other things and I forget all about the time. Alright, so I'm going to take the tomatoes and peppers and all that stuff out. And then I'm going to brown my ground beef and season it up real good and taste it and see if it tastes any better than it normally does. See if you can taste my effort and my love in the spaghetti today. And like I said, if you guys have a recipe, because spaghetti is really easy, but I want it to be more flavorful. Let me throw my ground beef in here. When I'm finished with my ground beef, I always wipe my stove down with Clorox wipes because sometimes I get ground beef all over the place. Then I'm going to turn on my water with my elbow and wash my hands because I'm done touching. Oh, let me throw this away first. Throw away the bacteria package and the plate it's sat on. Trying not to touch the bag. And I'm going to season my meat, and then I'm going to add some salt to my spaghetti. I would say a pinch. Put a little pinch in my fingers. I would say, I guess I'm adding a pinch. Yeah, a pinch. There we go. Brown my meat a little bit halfway. Let's put some seasonings in here. Some seasoning. I'm gonna try something different. Pepper is standard. I always do pepper in everything. I always do salt. Well, you know, I'm not gonna do salt today because I have all this other stuff that has tons and tons of salt in it. So I'm not gonna do salt. I always do adobo in just about everything. I'm gonna try this for the first time. I know, I'm so behind. Perfect pinch lemon and pepper seasoning. Put a little bit because I don't know what it tastes like, but I'm sure it tastes good. You know what? I'm gonna put a lot of it. Guess it can't hurt. But I am gonna put a little bit of Cajun because it's hot, but I just want to have a little bit more flavor. And then I'm going to put a little bit of, this is like Grill Mate Spicy Montreal steak season. What the heck? Let's try this too. Doesn't have to be used just for a grill. You know, whatever you want to put it in. Right? When it's your kitchen, you make your own rules. Let's put a tiny bit of this. Not a lot, because again, I don't really like super spicy food, but I just like it to have just a tiny kick. I actually had some fresh thyme from something else that I was making, so I am going to add this to it. So my spaghetti is done. I'm going to off some of this fresh thyme. I've seen people put it in ground beef and chicken. So guess what? I'm going to put it in ground beef and chicken. I've been using it and I don't really notice a difference. So if you use fresh thyme, let me know what it does. I know I can look it up, but let me know what your experience with it is. I see cooking shows use it, so I was like, let me try it. Drain the spaghetti. And then pour it back in. Now that my ground beef is done, I'm going to drain it, and then I'm going to add the peppers, add some tomato soup, and then I'll be just about finished. And then mix it all up and I'm finished. That's it. Spaghetti in just a few minutes. See how this tastes. Then I'm going to add some spaghetti sauce so it doesn't stick together. I'm going to add some Italian dressing just because I think it's awesome to try it, because when you put the oil in there, so a lot of people use olive oil to keep it from sticking, but it doesn't really have any flavor. So let me try to keep the noodles from sticking with something that has flavor. If you ever tried this, let me know. I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. It's actually kind of fun to be in the kitchen, surprisingly. Mix it all up. Then I'm going to add some lemon pepper seasoning, just because I never tried it before, so I'm saying what the heck, embrace it, right? And then I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to mix it all together, and then that's my spaghetti for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, the sauce looks pretty good. Check it out. So that is my spaghetti sauce, which is basically a can of soup and some stuff. Voila! Spaghetti! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I'm going to add more sauce, and then I will be finished. So this is, can you see it? That's my spaghetti. Let's see how it tastes. And I will be honest with you. If it tastes good, I'll tell you if it tastes good. If it tastes not so good, I'll tell you that it tastes not so good. It always tastes better though when it sits a little bit longer. So I took it right out the pot. I'm so hungry. That might impact the taste, because when you're really, really hungry, things taste better. So let's see. It tastes better than it normally tastes. I actually taste some of the flavoring, which is really cool. It tastes pretty good. Go me, go me, go. Alright guys, so that is my spaghetti for Sunday. Happy special Sunday to you. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not already done so, give this video a thumbs up. Give me an A for effort and not being ashamed and just embracing having fun. So give it a thumbs up. Share it, maybe share it. And if you have not already done so, be sure to subscribe. So again, thank you so much for your support. And if you have not checked out our special Thursday videos, make sure you check those out, which drops just about every Thursday. And also, if you have children, we also have a kids corner, so check out the playlist. All right, guys, happy Sunday. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time on the Wendy Inspires channel on Special Thursday. Bye.